Hey guys, this is HBK Grand making a video about Introduction to Worlds. So today we're going to be focusing on Nessus Visited. So just go into the destination menu on the top right. Nessus will be right there. We want to teleport to Exodus Black because that's where the NPC for Nessus is. So simply once you get teleported, just go visit her and talk to Failsafe, and basically you will get the adventure or how to finish or complete the Introduction World for Nessus. Keep in mind that we are going in a series. So previously we started off at like EDZ, now we did like Titan last time, and now we're actually coming to Nessus. So once you make your way towards, like, this is like a kind of like a tunnel area, so don't like think like, oh, I have to do something about it. No, you just go, and at the end of it you'll talk to Failsafe. So while you're here, make sure to just claim that Discover to Nessus, and you'll know like what type of stuff you have to do in order to complete that. Also claim other quest lines. Do not abandon them because they will be required later on. Make sure to take those bounties as well, because while you're doing all the other stuff, you might end up doing all those bounties as well. So if for some reason you are unable to finish one of the bounties, you could just abandon it. But it will be a lot easier when you have everything with you. So first of all, we're going to go to Artifacts Edge because there was a public event going on there. So it's a lot easier if you just like go to places on Nessus. It's just like EDZ. It has a lot of places where the public events are happening. So it will make it a lot faster if you just go, let's say we needed sniper kills for a bounty, right? And for that, let's say like you need a sniper ammo, which is like special most of the time, or if you're using like a heavy sniper rifle, then it's like a heavy ammo. So like going to flags can like replenish that, so that's one of the fastest way, and then you could just teleport to wherever the nearest area was. Also, let's say like you needed to do patrols while you're doing this, you could actually just open the patrols while you're doing these public events, so you could do two things at a time. Now this one is a Cabal like public event going on. To make it heroic, you need to stand inside the rig area, and as the timer is going up, you'll see like it's reaching 30 to 40, so somewhere around like 45 to 50%, you're gonna see a ship come out of nowhere and it's gonna start attacking you. But that is the main thing that you have to do. You have to destroy that ship in order to make this public event into heroic. Now, even though doing an heroic event in Nessus should count as 2, just like in Titan, but in here, in that case, it doesn't. So you will have to eventually do 3 public events over here in Nessus in order to make that part of the Discovery Nessus count. Also, there are like triumphs, so I try to tell that to like people who are watching this, like, or the new people that I play with most of the time or helping them out, that when you are going into a public event, try to make it as a heroic event as much as possible because they are part of the triumphs. Most triumphs actually like just say that like if you're doing public events or heroic events, they will count separately, but if you do a heroic event, it will count for both. So just keep an eye out for that one, because that's a part of the triumph. You can check into the triumph section, then you go to the destination and Nessus, and you will see that from there. Next up, for the Discovered Nessus, we're going to be doing a lost sector. So we have to do multiple ones of them. You can do the same one as soon as you finish the first one. You can actually just come out, exit it, and then go back in right away if you want. But if you have like more people in your fire team, then it takes a few minutes or so to reset. So just make sure that like everybody is out of the cave in order to finish or start the next lost sector. I like this one the best because it has a lot of enemies and Vex at that, and you can actually get a lot of things while you're doing it. One more thing that you need to remember is like just like all the other lost sectors, you will be finding like these enemies which are named like wanted, and then there will be a name in front of them. These wanted enemies are required by the Tangled Sword NPC, the spider. Also, there are nightmares here, so most of the time if you have a shadow keep, you can actually get by killing those nightmares here. So there are bounties like that as well. So lastly, we're going to be actually doing an adventure. So that is part of the Discover Nessus as well. So I'm just going to do this Unbreakable. I will explain like a little bits and pieces and actually how you have to do it. So once you start this, you need to kill about like 8 Vexes that can drop like cores for you. And after you have completed by killing those Vexes, it will prompt you to like go to a certain location. So the next step for this Unbreakable adventure will be like going and picking up this energy. So it's kind of like teaching you how it works. And as you can see that there was a Minotaur with a white shield and he was immune. So if you do not have that like energy charge on you or the buff, it will actually, you won't be able to do any damage to that Vex. So after you have done that, so it kind of gave you an idea what you have to do. You have to make your way towards the Tangle. Then the next step would be collecting energy in the Tangle. So you just have to like run around a little bit. When you come across like this big giant tree, you'll see that it has like these white little small tornado looking areas. So those are like the energies that you have to pick. Once you have reached 100 of them, you actually need to collect a large amount now. So it is kind of like actually like teaching you how like we're going to be doing in the front. So once you reach to that spot, you'll actually see that there is a big light and then there is a Minotaur right next to it. So if you try to attack the Minotaur with like regular weapons, you'll see that you won't be able to damage it and it's immune. But once you have actually taken that big light of energy, you will be able to like damage the Minotaur right away. Once you have killed the Minotaur, basically Failsafe will provide you with another set of coordinates and you just have to follow that. It is not far from where you killed the Minotaur. Once you're here, you'll see like this big orb and like a lot of like shield energy around it. So for this shield to be going down, you need to actually access another energy area just like the one you saw on the tree or next to the Minotaur. So and then there will be the same thing as the Minotaur spawning in again. So there will be one to the right side and one to the left. So you need to get to that energy. It should be on like the top side, left or right. So you will have to look for it. As soon as you have that, you have a few seconds in order to do damage to the shield of the Minotaur. Once the shield is down, you just kill the Minotaur and take away that orb that he drops, and you have to bring it into one of the panels next to this big shield area. Once you drop that, the shields will go down for a couple of seconds and you need to do damage to that blue orb until the integrity goes down to 0 or 100%, let's just say. Then you will be able to finish this task. So keep continuing to do that over and over again. If you do not have a lot of heavy weapons, that's alright, because I was just using like the basic standard weapons, even though Hammerhead is a pretty good weapon, but I was kind of like out of ammo. So again, for that you could just keep using like those flags like I mentioned earlier, so to get you like all those bullets and everything like that. So as to the final part of this one, once you have completed the final part like the orb and killing the Minotaurs and you have deposited it and destroyed it, that should complete the entire Discover the Nessus section for you guys. So after that, if you have any public events remaining or adventures or any of that sort, you just need to fill that up. Like you can go and like see around, there will be a public event almost going on all the time. Once that all of that is completed, you just simply need to go to Exodus Black and talk to Failsafe. And now once you have completed all of that, you'll see that your introduction to world or discover Nessus has been updated. So simply claim the rewards for that and it will like give you the next place. So since I have already done it on another character, it was already showing me when I discovered Nessus to go to Io. But if you are a new person, you will not be able to go until you have gained enough XP in Nessus. So just keep that in mind, but it's not a lot. Sometimes it can take you like few hours, or sometimes you can actually do it in 1 or 2. And if you do heroic public events, that will be the fastest way of doing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions or comments, you can leave it in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer. This is HVK Grand signing off for the day. Have a great one, guys. Take it easy.